में भारत की एजुकेशन सिस्टम को रिजिड स्ट्रीम से मुक्त कर दिया गया है। यदि कोई स्टूडेंट बायोलॉजी के साथ साथ म्यूजिक पढ़ना चाहता है तो उसको अब अपनी प्रतिभा में किसी एक सब्जेक्ट का चयन करने की जरूरत नहीं है, क्योंकि नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने यह सुनिश्चित कर दिया है कि प्रतिभा ना परिस्थितियों की अधीन होनी चाहिए और ना ही एजुकेशन स्ट्रीम्स की मोहताज। अध्यक्ष जी, जब अफसरों का विस्तार होता है तो उसके साथ साथ उन अफसरों की निष्पक्षता भी सुनिश्चित करनी अनिवार्य है। ये अमेंडमेंट बिल 2026 का यही सुनिश्चित करता है। अध्यक्ष जी, इस सदन में पिछले 2 वर्षों से मैंने देखा है कि बहस तथ्यों पर होनी चाहिए, बहस नैरेटिव पे नहीं होनी चाहिए, बहस प्रमाणों पर होनी चाहिए, बहस पूर्वाग्रह पर नहीं होनी चाहिए। इसीलिए मैं ये जरूर कहना चाहूंगी आपके माध्यम से विपक्ष के साथियों को, सबसे पहली बात तो बेल सरकार नहीं, इस देश का कोर्ट देता है और लोकतंत्र में जुडिशरी इज इंडिपेंडेंट ऑफ द एग्जीक्यूटिव एंड द लेजिस्लेचर। दूसरी बात मैं ये कहना चाहूंगी, कांग्रेस के साथी और विपक्ष के कुछ साथी एक नैरेटिव बिल्ड करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, जैसे कि पेपर लीक की समस्या, एग्जाम कॉम्प्रोमाइजिंग की समस्या केवल और केवल 2014 के बाद पैदा हुई है। अध्यक्ष जी, मीडिया की रिपोर्टों का अगर हम सच माने तो विपक्षी दलों के जहां जहां पर शासित राज्य हैं और पिछले जब एक दशक था, जब 2014 से पहले कांग्रेस लेड यूपीए सरकार था, तब 1 नहीं 2 नहीं बल्कि टोटल 22 बार पेपर लीक होकर कैंसिल करने पड़े। उनमें से कांग्रेस लेड यूपीए सरकार के अधिकार क्षेत्र में आने वाले 6 ऐसे एग्जामिनेशंस हैं जो सीधा केंद्र सरकार के नीचे आते थे। अध्यक्ष जी, एम्स पीजी एग्जामिनेशन 2006, ICAI CPT examination 2007, CLAT 2009, Railway Recruitment Board examination 2009, AIEEE 2011, SSC CGL examination 2013, ये सारी की सारी पेपर लीक तब थी जब विपक्षी दल सत्ता में था, यानी कांग्रेस लेड यूपीए गवर्नमेंट थी। अब मैं राज्यों के कुछ आंकड़े आपको देना चाहूंगी। राजस्थान में जब कांग्रेस की सरकार थी तो रीट, आरपीएससी, सीनियर टीचर रिक्रूटमेंट, पुलिस कांस्टेबल एग्जामिनेशन रिक्रूटमेंट, फॉरेस्ट गार्ड रिक्रूटमेंट, सीएचएमओ रिक्रूटमेंट एग्जाम्स लीक हुए। टीएमसी की जब सरकार थी पश्चिम बंगाल में टीचर रिक्रूटमेंट स्कैम में सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने 27,753 अपॉइंटमेंट्स को कैंसिल करा गया, क्योंकि उन्होंने उसमें फ्रॉड और मैनिपुलेशन पाया। यही नहीं, जब बीआरएस की सरकार थी तेलंगाना में तो टीएसपीएससी पेपर का लीक हुआ। उत्तर प्रदेश में जब सपा की सरकार थी तो पुलिस कांस्टेबल रिक्रूटमेंट पेपर लीक हुआ। तब तो सॉल्वर गैंग्स और ऑर्गेनाइज्ड एग्जाम फ्रॉड के गैंग्स वहां ऑपरेट करते थे। और हाल ही में पंजाब में, ये तो इसी साल की बात कर रही हूं, फार्मेसी ऑफिसर रिक्रूटमेंट एग्जामिनेशन में तो हाई टेक यानी ब्लूटूथ का इस्तेमाल कर उस पेपर को कॉम्प्रोमाइज करना गया। पर मैं पूछना चाहती हूं, इससे पहले कि विपक्ष मुझ पर यह इल्जाम लगाए that I am talking about whataboutery, this is not about whataboutery, but I am calling out the opposition on its selective outrage। मैं पूछना चाहती हूं विपक्ष से कि अगर ये सिद्धांत की लड़ाई है तो सिद्धांत सरकार देख के बदल कैसे जाता है। मैं पूछना चाहती हूं कि अभी खड़े होकर इन्होंने तत्कालीन केंद्रीय शिक्षा मंत्री की बात करी, क्या माननीय गौरव गोगोई जी ने अभी तक पंजाब के एजुकेशन मिनिस्टर का इस्तीफा मांगा है या नहीं? यही बात नहीं है अध्यक्ष जी, एक सिंगल प्रोफेशनल टेस्टिंग एजेंसी की मांग पिछले 30 साल से इस देश में पेंडिंग थी। 1986 की जो नेशनल पॉलिसी थी एजुकेशन की, उसका जब प्रोग्राम ऑफ एक्शन 1992 में आया, तब ये मांग उभर कर आई। इसको आईआईटी डायरेक्टर्स कमेटी ने 2010 में रीइटरेट करा, इसे दोहराया, लेकिन ये मांग, इसको अनदेखा कर दिया कांग्रेस पार्टी और यूपीए ने। क्यों? क्योंकि उनको कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ रहा था कि इस देश के युवा का भविष्य कसौटी पर नहीं उखड़ रहा था। उनको कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ रहा था कि इस देश के युवा का भविष्य उसकी बलि दी जा रही थी। ये तो नरेंद्र मोदी की सरकार आई, all that the opposition did was chase political opportunism। अध्यक्ष जी, फर्क साफ है, फर्क केवल सरकार का नहीं, फर्क सोच का भी है। यूपीए का मंत्र है डिले, डिफ्लेक्ट एंड डिनाई। मोदी का मंत्र है डिटेक्ट, डिसाइड एंड डिलीवर। इनका ये रवैया देख के अध्यक्ष जी, कवि दुष्यंत की 2 पंक्तियां मुझे याद आती हैं। तुम्हारे पैरों के नीचे कोई जमीन नहीं है, तुम्हारे पैरों के नीचे कोई जमीन नहीं है, कमाल है कि फिर भी तुम्हें यकीन नहीं है। अध्यक्ष जी, अपनी वाणी को विराम देने से पहले मैं ये जरूर कहना चाहूंगी कि बात राजनीति की नहीं है, बात इस देश के युवाओं की है। और इस देश के युवाओं का भविष्य किसी भी राजनीतिक विचारधारा या दल की डिफरेंसेस से ऊपर है। और इसीलिए मैं यहां से, इस सदन के पटल से, हर प्रकार के एग्जामिनेशन माफिया को चेताना चाहूंगी कि आप इस सदन के संकल्प से बड़े नहीं हैं। और आज आपके माध्यम से अपील करना चाहूंगी विपक्ष के साथियों से और सदन के एक एक सदस्य से कि सर्वसम्मति से आज इस संशोधन को पारित करिए। अब ना कोई पेपर बिकेगा, ना किसी का सपना झुकेगा। जो युवाओं के भविष्य को लूटेगा वो सलाखों के पीछे रहेगा। जय जगन्नाथ। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
श्री अखिलेश यादव जी।
अध्यक्ष महोदय, मैं आपका धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूं कि इस महत्वपूर्ण विषय पे मुझे बोलने का मौका दे रहे हैं। मैं अपने साथी माननीय सदस्य गौरव गोगोई जी के से सहमत हूं। बहुत सारे महत्वपूर्ण उन्होंने बिंदु उठाए। और अध्यक्ष महोदय, मुझसे ज़्यादा मेरे रिश्ते शायद हमारे विपक्ष के लोग ज़्यादा जान रहे हैं। और जितना विपक्ष के लोग नज़र रखेंगे, मैं समझता हूँ उतना रिश्ते और मजबूत हो जाएंगे। अध्यक्ष महोदय, मैं आंदोलन को बहुत दूर से देख रहा था और उस आंदोलन में जो जीत के बाद नारा लगा, एक नारा लगा अध्यक्ष महोदय, सरकार के खिलाफ नारा लगा कि सरकार को ये अहंकार था कि सरकार झुकती नहीं है। लेकिन उन्हीं नई पीढ़ी के लोगों ने ये वो नारा दिया कि झुकाने वाला चाहिए, सरकार भी झुकती है। और सरकारों को झुकाना भी नौजवानों को आता है। सरकार झुकी और स्वीकार किया उन्होंने। जो करोड़ों नौजवान जो मांग कर रहे थे कि सबसे पहले जो मंत्री जी हैं वो इस्तीफा दें, और बिंदु दूसरे अलग हैं जो हम लोगों को जानकारी में मिल रहा है। अध्यक्ष महोदय, सरकार हर विषय पर स्वीकार किया है, लेकिन पता नहीं अध्यक्ष महोदय ये बात समझ में नहीं आ रही है कि सदन में उन आश्वासनों को क्यों नहीं रख रही है सरकार, जो सहमति बनी है। और उसके बाद अध्यक्ष महोदय, हम लोगों ने देखा कि जब मंत्री जी लौटे हैं, मंत्री नहीं रहे, उसके बाद सदन के बाहर उनका स्वागत किया गया। अध्यक्ष महोदय, जो स्वागत हुआ उसके लिए हमें कोई शिकायत नहीं है, लेकिन माननीय सदस्यों को कितनी बड़ी राहत मिली होगी, कितने बड़े संकट से बचाया उन्होंने। एक प्रधान जी को हटा करके प्रधानमंत्री बचा लिया आपने। और ऐसा अध्यक्ष महोदय आंदोलन किसी ने नहीं देखा, जिस आंदोलन में नई पीढ़ी के लोग, कम उम्र के लोग निकल करके आ गए और जो नारे दिए गए। ये सरकार पिछले कई वर्षों से नकारात्मक प्रचार पर टिकी हुई थी, नकारात्मक राजनीति करती थी और न जाने कितने हजार करोड़ रुपए खर्च किए होंगे सरकार ने नकारात्मक राजनीति के लिए। लेकिन नई पीढ़ी को मैं बधाई देना चाहता हूं, उनके मनोबल को और उनकी एकता को, और जिस तरीके से उन्होंने प्रचार किया, अंततः सरकार को झुकना पड़ गया। भाजपा वचन नहीं देती, जुमला देती है। तो मुझे उम्मीद है कि सभी युवा नौजवानों का जो मांग की है उन्होंने, उन सभी मांगों को सरकार स्वीकार करेगी। और सरकार ये भी स्वीकार कर लिया होगा कि कोई दल मजाक में बना तो कितनी बड़ा दल बन गया। जो कोई चीज मजाक से शुरू हुई वो कितना सीरियस हो गई, और इतना सीरियस हुई कि हमारी सरकार लोकतांत्रिक हो गई कि जो उनको धरने पे बैठने दिया। सरकार लोकतांत्रिक थी कि उन्हें धरने पर बैठने दिया। हमने वो भी समय देखा है कि जहां पर धरने पर नहीं बैठने दिया, वर्षों वर्ष लोग बैठे रहे धरने पर, उनकी सुनी नहीं गई। इसी दिल्ली को घेरा था किसानों ने, और सरकार को लगा कि चुनाव आ गया तो सरकार ने तीनों काले कानून वापस ले लिए। जब सरकार घबरा जाती है, डर जाती है, तो सरकार स्वीकार कर लेती है। इसीलिए वो नारा मुझे अक्सर याद आता है कहीं कि झुकाने वाला चाहिए, सरकार भी झुकती है। जो विषय लाया गया है कि प्रिवेंशन ऑफ अनलॉफुल मीन्स एक्ट, सरकार को कम से कम ये बताना चाहिए था कि 2024 में जब ये लेकर के आए थे तो आज 2026 में कैसे पेपर लीक हो गया। और केवल गिनती के 1-2 पेपर लीक नहीं हुए हैं। ये ऐसा आंदोलन रहा जिसमें मां बाप और नई पीढ़ी के लोग सब जुड़ गए। अगर हम ये माने कि 20 लाख बच्चों ने परीक्षा लिखी थी और उनके घर परिवार के सदस्यों को हम इसमें जोड़ दें, दादा दादी, माँ बाप और परिवार का कोई सदस्य, तो 5 लोग प्रभावित थे। और 5 गुणा 20, 1 करोड़ लोग नाराज हुए सरकार से। और अक्सर हम पॉलिटिकल लोग हैं, हम लोग जानते हैं जब कभी आंदोलन करते हैं तो कितनी तैयारी करानी पड़ती है, गाड़ियों का इंतजाम, खाने का इंतजाम और इंतजाम। लेकिन ये पहला आंदोलन देखा कि जिसमें माँ बाप भी जुड़ गए और कहा कि जाओ बच्चों आंदोलन करो, हम आपके साथ हैं। ये पहला आंदोलन ऐसा देखने को मिला है। और केवल दिल्ली में नहीं हुआ ये, केवल दिल्ली में नहीं हुआ ये। अगर ये बात गलत है, अगर ये बात अध्यक्ष महोदय गलत लग रही है, तो देश के होम मिनिस्टर साहब को ले आइए, वो सब एक्सप्लेन कर देंगे। पहला आंदोलन जिसमें माँ बाप ने साथ दिया, क्योंकि परीक्षा से कितना दुखी हैं लोग। ये जो परीक्षाएं लीक हुई हैं, कई महीनों पहले ये किताब बना दी थी। और अध्यक्ष महोदय, जो लोग चढ़ावा चोरी नहीं बचा पाए, वो पेपर लीक कैसे बचा पाएंगे? जो भगवान के दरबार से दान गायब हो गया, दान चला गया, वो लोग पेपर लीक बचाएंगे? किस कानून को, जो कानून पहले बनाया उसी कानून का संशोधन करके लेकर आए हैं? किसकी आंखों में आप धूल झोंक रहे हैं? और अगर कानून से बच रहा होता तो भाजपा की 10 साल की सरकार में 20 परीक्षाएं कैसे लीक हो गई? 20 परीक्षाएं लीक हुई अध्यक्ष महोदय, जिसमें कोर्ट तक जाना पड़ा, उसके बाद परीक्षा रद्द हुई है। दरोगा भर्ती का पेपर लीक हो गया, जूनियर इंजीनियरिंग के भर्ती का पेपर लीक हो गया, ग्राम विकास पंचायत अधिकारी का पर्चा लीक हो गया, नलकूप चालक भर्ती का यूपी टीईटी का परीक्षा लीक हुआ, और एक बार नहीं हुआ 3 बार पेपर लीक हुआ यूपी टेट का। हाई स्कूल बोर्ड का परीक्षा लीक कर दिया, इंटरमीडिएट की बोर्ड की परीक्षा लीक हुई, इंटरमीडिएट का फिर परीक्षा का लीक हुआ, कई बार हुई, सिपाही भर्ती लीक हुई। आप सोचिए कितनी परीक्षाएं लीक हुई हैं। और नीट परीक्षा कोई पहली बार लीक नहीं हुई, दोबारा लीक हो गई, कानून बनने के बाद लीक हुई। सहायक प्रोफेसर भर्ती लीक है, लेखपाल भर्ती लीक हुई। यूपी जैसे स्टेट, जो सबसे बड़ा स्टेट है, जहां से प्रधानमंत्री चुन करके आते हैं, वहां तक पेपर लीक हो जा रहा है। और जो संस्था परीक्षा एग्जामिनेशन करा रही है, वो एनटीए में भी आउटसोर्स कर दिया आपने। हम विपक्ष के लोगों को तो डर ये लगता है अध्यक्ष महोदय, कहीं ऐसा ना हो कि ये पूरी सरकार को आउटसोर्स कर दें।
आउटसोर्स सरकार है
जो सबसे विश्वसनीय संस्था है, उसमें आउटसोर्स पे आपने कर्मचारियों को रखा हुआ है। किस बात की जवाबदेही है? यही अकाउंटेबिलिटी है आपकी? कहीं अकाउंटेबिलिटी ये तो नहीं है, आप अकाउंटेबिलिटी को ये कहीं समझ बैठे हो कि अकाउंट को भर दे वो एबिलिटी वाला ही हमें चाहिए। कहीं वो अकाउंटेबिलिटी तो नहीं है। आप बताइए, एनटीए को आउटसोर्स किया हुआ है आपने। जिस संस्था की जिम्मेदारी है महत्वपूर्ण परीक्षा कराने की, उसमें सब आउटसोर्स। और ये सच कहा कि कांग्रेस पार्टी के माननीय सदस्य ने मांग की है कि वो हम लोगों को पता होना चाहिए आखिरकार कौन लोग थे जो आउटसोर्स होकर के बैठ करके परीक्षा में इस तरह की घोटाला कर रहे थे। आखिरकार जवाबदेही क्या है, किसकी थी? और फिर केवल नीट की परीक्षा की बात करें और परीक्षाओं की बात करें, अगर हम अध्यक्ष महोदय, जब से सरकार बनी है तब से सरकार की कोशिश रही है कि शिक्षा, परीक्षा और यूनिवर्सिटी का ताना बाना पूरा ध्वस्त हो जाए, उसको एक रंगी बना दें हम, उसमें अंडरग्राउंड अनरजिस्टर्ड लोग शामिल हो जाएं। ये पिछले जब से भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार आई है तब से हो रहा है। और फिर शुरुआत कहां से होती है? क्योंकि आप नहीं चाहते कि देश के गरीब लोग पढ़ें लिखें, आगे बढ़ें। सरकार ने सबसे पहले हमला किया प्राइमरी स्कूल पर, और प्राइमरी स्कूल कितने बंद किए हैं आपने? जहां से बच्चे की शिक्षा की यात्रा शुरू होती है। एक गरीब परिवार का बेटा, बच्चे कहां से पढ़ करके निकलते हैं? सबसे पहले प्राथमिक शिक्षा सरकारी स्कूलों से पढ़ करके निकलते हैं। हमारे बहुत सारे माननीय सदस्य होंगे, वो उन्हीं प्राथमिक विद्यालयों से पढ़ करके आज इस सदन तक पहुंचे होंगे। आपने सबसे पहले स्कूलों पे हमला किया, और प्राइमरी से लेकर के नौकरी तक पे आपने हमला किया है। युवाओं के भविष्य पर आपने चोट पहुंचाने का काम किया है। और जो प्राइमरी स्कूल जो आपने बंद किए हैं, वो इसीलिए बंद किए हैं आपने कि पिछड़े, दलित और गरीब के वर्ग के परिवारों के बच्चे पढ़ लिख न जाएं। क्योंकि आज भी अगर हम देखते हैं प्राइमरी स्कूल में कौन पढ़ने जा रहा है? सबसे समाज के गरीब परिवार के बच्चे पढ़ करने जा रहे हैं। सबसे पहला हमला आपने वही किया, और इसीलिए किया क्योंकि नींव पर ही अगर हमला होगा तो ये आगे नहीं बढ़ पाएंगे। जो आंकड़े सरकार के बताए गए हैं, 1 लाख से ज्यादा सरकारी प्राइमरी स्कूल बंद कर दिए सरकार ने। और अगर ये बात गलत है तो हमें उम्मीद है सरकार इस पर भी जवाब देगी। और अगर हम आंकड़े निकालें तो जो आंकड़े दिखाई दे रहे हैं, यूपी में सबसे ज्यादा प्राइमरी स्कूल बंद हुए हैं। और ये सरकार के आंकड़े हैं कि 7 लाख से ऊपर विद्यालय थे जो अब 6 लाख रह गए हैं। और यूपी में तो सबसे ज्यादा बंद हुए हैं। उत्तर प्रदेश में 26,386 सरकारी प्राइमरी स्कूल बंद कर दिए सरकार ने। और केवल प्राइमरी स्कूल बंद नहीं किए हैं, नौकरी पे भी हमला किया है। 69,000 शिक्षक भर्ती को लेकर के बड़े पैमाने पर घोटाला किया गया। और घोटाला इतना बड़ा है कि वो सभी कोर्टों में गए हैं और पिछले कई वर्षों से आंदोलन कर रहे हैं। कोई स्थान नहीं बचा अध्यक्ष महोदय जहां पर वो शिक्षक भर्ती के लोग न गए हों। मंत्रियों के यहाँ गए, आंदोलन किया है, हाई कोर्ट गए, सुप्रीम कोर्ट गए हैं। लेकिन देखिए सरकार भी कमाल की है कि सरकार उनको नौकरी नहीं देना चाहती। और इसलिए नौकरी नहीं देना चाहती है क्योंकि उन्होंने भर्ती गलत की है। और भर्ती में जिन लोगों का अधिकार छीना है वो सबसे ज़्यादा पिछड़े और दलित परिवार के बेटे, जिनका अधिकार इस सरकार ने छीना है। और ये अगर बात नहीं ठीक है तो हमें उम्मीद है कि सरकार इसका भी जवाब देगी। माध्यमिक स्कूलों को भी बंद किया जा रहा है और बड़े पैमाने पे स्कूल बंद हुए हैं। और जो बोर्ड की परीक्षाएं लीक हुई हैं, पूरे देश में बड़े पैमाने पर बोर्ड परीक्षाओं के पेपर लीक किए गए हैं। अध्यक्ष महोदय, हम जानना चाहते हैं कि आखिरकार 10वीं और 12वीं के पेपर लीक क्यों हो रहे हैं? 10वीं और 12वीं के पेपर लीक क्यों हो रहे हैं? इसके लिए अगर कोई सरकार के पास जवाब हो तो बताएं। और जो बच्चियों ने जान दी है नीट की परीक्षा में, जब परीक्षा का पेपर लीक हो गया है, अध्यक्ष महोदय, मैं अपनी तरफ से, पार्टी की तरफ से और सभी की तरफ से उन्हें श्रद्धांजलि देता हूं। और हमें उम्मीद है कि सरकार उन बच्चों की मांग मानेगी जिन बच्चों ने ये शर्त रखी है कि उनके परिवार के लोगों को 1 करोड़ मुआवजा दिया जाए। जब उच्च शिक्षा में जिस तरीके से भर्ती हो रही है अध्यक्ष महोदय, जो उच्च शिक्षा की भर्ती है उसमें जो अपॉइंटमेंट हो रहे हैं उनके बारे में तो क्या चर्चा करें कि जब संस्था पे सबसे ऊपर बैठा व्यक्ति ही अन्याय करेगा तो पूरी संस्था में अन्याय होगा। जब से ये सरकार आई है, जो बड़ी बड़ी संस्थाएं हैं उन सब संस्थाओं में एक रंगी लोगों को बैठा करके उन संस्थाओं को ध्वस्त करने का काम कर रहे हैं। और न केवल उन संस्थाओं को खराब कर रहे हैं बल्कि अध्यक्ष महोदय, उत्तर प्रदेश में एक स्वतंत्र सेनानी, उनके नाम पर यूनिवर्सिटी बनी, मौलाना जौहर यूनिवर्सिटी बनकर के तैयार हो गई। इन्होंने कोई सरकारी यूनिवर्सिटी नहीं बनाई। और अगर कोई प्राइवेट यूनिवर्सिटी बन भी गई है तो उसको भी हथौड़ा लेकर के तोड़ने की तैयारी कर रहे हैं ये लोग। ये नफरत की राजनीति कहां लेकर के पहुंचा देगी। और जब से बीजेपी की सरकार आई है तब से नफरत की राजनीति और दूसरे लोगों के साथ किस तरह का व्यवहार हो रहा है, उन्हें कहीं भी न्याय तक नहीं दिला पाई सरकार। और जब नौकरी की बात आ जाए तो अध्यक्ष महोदय, अग्निवीर भर्ती में भी जो हर साल में कितनी भर्ती होती थी, कभी 80,000 भर्ती हुआ करती थी, अब भर्ती केवल 10,000 हो पा रही है। आखिरकार अध्यक्ष महोदय, सरकार नौजवानों की पढ़ाई और नौकरी पे हमला क्यों कर रही है? और नौकरी पे हमला क्यों हो रहा है? जब आप ये कहते हैं कि हमारे नौजवान हमारी डेमोग्राफिक डिविडेंड बन करके आए हैं, कहीं यही नौजवान हमारी आपदा न बन जाए, इसके बारे में भी सरकार को सोचना चाहिए। और मैं ये जरूर कहना चाहता हूं कि अध्यक्ष महोदय, अगर शिक्षा अच्छी होगी, परीक्षा सच्ची होगी, तो तरक्की भी पक्की होगी। और ये तरक्की नहीं चाहते हैं, इसीलिए शिक्षा पर और परीक्षा पर हमला कर रहे हैं। मैं इन्हीं शब्दों के साथ अध्यक्ष महोदय आपका धन्यवाद देता हूं। और जो बिल लेकर के आए हैं आप, बिल तो 24 में भी लेकर के आए थे आप, जो 24 में बिल लेकर के आए थे, उसके बाद नीट परीक्षा का पेपर लीक क्यों हो गया, ये आप बता देना मंत्री जी। आपको एक कानून बनाने के बाद दूसरा कानून बनाना पड़ रहा है, ये क्या वजह है? और आपको मंत्री जी का स्वागत इसलिए करना पड़ रहा है कि आपको संकट से बचा लिया। और अगर
अखिलेश जी तो समाजवादी है। मैं पूछना चाहता हूं कि छात्रों का आंदोलन के बाद सरकार उनका बात सुन के पार्लियामेंट में बिल लेके आता है, ये अच्छा है? या जो आंदोलन होता है तो उसको कुचलने के लिए देश में इमरजेंसी लगा देता है, वो अच्छा? आप बता दीजिए।
अध्यक्ष महोदय, मैं इमरजेंसी को तो नहीं देखा हूं, लेकिन इमरजेंसी में क्या क्या हुआ है वो अभी दिल्ली की राजधानी में भी देखने को मिल गया है। आंसू के गैस के गोले और लकड़ी में लगा हुआ कुछ कील का और कांटे की चीजें, उस समय करंट नहीं लगाया जाता था, इस बार करंट लगाया गया है। तो ये इमरजेंसी के बराबर ही हुआ है हमला, कम नहीं है। इमरजेंसी से कम अन्याय नहीं कर रहे हैं आप लोग। और याद करिए अध्यक्ष महोदय, अगर इमरजेंसी इन्हें याद आ गई है, अगर इमरजेंसी अध्यक्ष महोदय ने याद आ गई है, तो इमरजेंसी के बाद भी परिवर्तन हुआ था और हमें भरोसा है कि इसके बाद भी परिवर्तन होगा। और अध्यक्ष महोदय, मैं आखिरी में कहना चाहता हूं, कानून से नहीं, नियत साफ होगी तब नीट का परीक्षा साफ होगी। सवाल कानून का नहीं है, आपकी नियत साफ नहीं है। और जिस समय आपकी नियत साफ होगी तो परीक्षा भी साफ हो जाएगी। और हमारे साथी जो कुछ और बातें उठा रहे हैं, आज मौका नहीं है, लेकिन आपको भगवान भी माफ नहीं करेंगे, क्योंकि आप चढ़ावा चोरी में शामिल हुए हैं। और चढ़ावा ही नहीं, जो गुप्त दान था वो भी चोरी हुआ है, गुप्त दान। और ये पाप की श्रेणी में नहीं आता है, महापाप की श्रेणी में आता है।
अखिलेश जी बिल पे।
और अध्यक्ष महोदय, आखिरी में मैं इतना ही कहना चाहता हूं, शिक्षा की रक्षा के लिए जो आंदोलन हुआ है वो हमेशा आंदोलन जीतेंगे। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, बहुत बहुत आभार प्रकट करता हूं आपका।
श्री अभिषेक बनर्जी।
Thank you, sir. I rise here today to speak on the Public Examination Amendment Bill 2026. We support this bill, but I want to make it very clear in the beginning that just because we support this bill doesn't mean, or the government should expect us to applaud those who set the world on fire because they turn up with a bucket of water. We support this bill and the amendment because no responsible political party
अरे चुप कीजिए,
या तो मैं बोलूं,
सर प्लीज पुट द हाउस इन ऑर्डर। चुप कराइए, आप इनको बोलिए।
2024 में बिल लाके आज अमेंडमेंट लाना पड़ रहा है। अरे शर्म करो, शर्म करो।
इसको बंद कराइए, सरसा होने दीजिए, सरसा।
Sir, every student deserves the. Sir, every student deserves.
बैठिए, बैठाइए इसको।
सर आप देख लीजिए चर्चा कौन चाहता है, चर्चा कौन चाहता है, कौन नहीं चाहता है।
सभी से निवेदन है
सर बिल पे,
सभी से निवेदन है, आप सब लोग बैठिए प्लीज। सभी से निवेदन।
सर बिल पे चर्चा कौन चाहता है और कौन नहीं चाहता है, ये साफ है सर, ये दिख रहा है। Every student deserves the assurance that examinations should be fair. Every parent deserves the confidence that success is determined by hard work, talent, and integrity, not by money, influence, or organized criminal syndicates. But support for this bill cannot be a substitute for accountability. A stronger law is necessary, yes, but by itself is not sufficient. If examination continues to be compromised by systematic failures, no amendment, however stringent, will restore the faith that millions of students have lost. That is the question before this August House today, sir. But let me also say this. The bill that is being discussed is not a solution. Rather, this bill is an admission. It is an admission that the NDA and the BJP government have failed. It failed to protect examinations. It failed to protect the students. It failed to protect the merits. And today, after the failure exploded across the country, it wants Parliament to believe that increasing punishment will erase 12 years of incompetence. Well, it will not. This government has mastered one art. Whenever governance fails, they change the law. Whenever administration collapses, they increase punishment. Whenever institutions fail, they announce another committee. But governance is not done by headlines. Governance is measured by outcomes. So what is the outcome? So paper leak after leak, exam cancellation after exam cancellation, student pushed into depression, parents pushed into debt, dreams pushed into uncertainty. So the BJP government calls itself a government of New India. Sir, young India today asked only one question. If this is New India, why do our examination paper leaks with such remarkable consistency?
Ask them to be quiet.
आप बैठिए
नहीं, आप
आप
इनको
पहले बैठिए
नहीं, आप इनको बैठाइए। नहीं, आप इनको बैठाइए। आप बैठाइए
इनको हंगामा करना है तो हंगामा करें। सर, यही नहीं चाहते हैं सदन चले।
किसी का कोई रिकॉर्ड में नहीं जा रहा है, केवल जो वक्ता है उसका रिकॉर्ड में जा रहा है। प्लीज बी सीटेड, नवाजी प्लीज बी सीटेड, टू योर सीट।
सर, वहाँ से भी
Don't
दूसरे
talk.
ट्रेजरी बेंचेस के जो मेंबर्स चिल्ला रहे हैं, आप उनको भी बोलिए शांति बना के रखिए।
आप अपना विषय रखिए, अपना विषय रिकॉर्ड में जा
ऑपोजिशन
रहा
से
है।
एक्सपेक्ट नहीं कर सकते कि हम लोग चुप रहे और ये लोग
प्लीज बी
चिल्लाएं।
सीटेड, आप बैठिए सब लोग।
सर, मैं
बैठा हुआ।
He is disturbing continuously.
Don't disturb the
they don't
speaker,
want the
please.
discussion.
Don't disturb the
The
speaker.
treasury benches doesn't want the house to run. They don't want discussion.
Those two are going on disturbing.
No, you are not allowed
No,
to speak.
sir, you
No.
tell them no.
Why
No.
not?
sir.
If
No,
they can
Manaji.
speak from there,
This type of behavior
you
not
cannot
good.
silence and
Not
stifle
good,
the voice
Manaji.
of
Please sit.
opposition.
Please sit.
You cannot do that.
Please sit.
No.
They are all sitting. They are all
Every
sitting.
member of
Please
this
be
house,
seated. Please be
every
seated.
member of this house has to be treated equally.
Please be seated. You continue, please.
Why you are disturbing so much?
Sir, if this
All
new
pre-planned.
India, sir, if this is our new India, why do our examination paper leaks with such remarkable consistency is the question I would like to ask, sir. Every year, the government promises a new system. Every year, students get the same old scandal. The names of examinations change. The names of victims change. The names of accused change. But somehow, the crime and the government never changes. Sir, every time there is a paper leak, the government reacts as if they were seen as an unforeseen act of God, as though lightning has struck out of a clear sky. But that's not reality, sir. This is not lightning, because lightning strikes once. Paper leaks in today's India has become a pattern. It has become a system. And when the same failure repeats itself year after year, it ceases to be an incident or an accident. It becomes a system. And when a system repeatedly fails, the responsibility lies not only with the students, but with those who are entrusted to govern the country. The government keeps saying, we are the strongest government. We are the most decisive government. We are the most nationalist government. Really? I would like to ask the government, if you are so competent, so efficient, and so strong and decisive, the government is so competent then why can't it secure a sealed question paper? You say you can monitor satellites. The government say it can track missiles. The government say it can defend cyberspace. Yet somehow, sir, confidential examination papers seem to be travel faster than the government can detect them. What does it say about the state of affairs of the current government? And then comes the ultimate irony. A government that speaks tirelessly about national security has in some instances reportedly had to resort to extraordinary security arrangements, including military logistics and helicopters being used of Indian armed forces and Indian air forces to transport examination papers. Think about it, sir. Think about it for a moment. If a question papers requires the level of protection normally reserved for matters of national security, what does that tell us about the examination system? It tells us that the problem is no longer the paper. The problem is government's inability to protect it. Chairman, sir, the youth of India did not ask for helicopters. They asked for honesty. They did not ask for empty slogans. They asked to secure their examinations. They didn't ask for publicity. They asked for fairness. Sir, let us remember what happened in the last 2 months. Lakhs of students in different parts of the country, young boys, girls, everyone came onto the streets. Young boys, young girls, medical aspirants, engineering aspirants, students whose only crime was to ask government the right questions, and those who were believing in merit. Instead of listening to them, what did they receive? The government offered them barricades, danda, police lathi charged, pellets, guns were fired on them, tear gas. This government seems to believe every protest is a conspiracy. Every student is an enemy. Every question is an anti-national. Let me ask the treasury benches. When students ask for justice, why do you first inflict brutality, or what your first instinct becomes force instead of a dialogue? Why are young Indians treated as a law and order problem instead of stakeholders? History is witness, sir. Sir, let me give you some examples from the past. Sir, in the last 12 years, let me give you a record of all the paper leaks that have taken place in the last 12 years, sir. Sir, CBSE class 12 paper was leaked in 2014, no conviction on record. Sir, 2015-16, CBSE pre-medical entrance paper, there has been 4 instances leaked in 3 separate years, 2015, 2016, 2017. No conviction has taken place so far. 2015-16 again, AIPMT, All India Medical Entrance. Question papers were leaked across 10 states. What is the result? Supreme Court scrapped the exam. No conviction has taken place. No conviction on record. Sir, SSC CGL 2017, CBI investigation was ordered on an alleged paper leak. 0 convictions from that case, and CBI probe is happening to date. To date, there has been no development till now. Army Common Entrance Exam leaked in 2017, CBI investigation ordered, 0 conviction, CBI probe ongoing. So CBSE class 10, class 12 economics, both papers leaked, no conviction so far. 2021, JEE main, irregularities found, CBI probe ordered, no conviction so far. So 2021, UP TET, CBI investigation ordered, 0 conviction so far. 2022, Rajasthan REET recruitment exam leaked, case is currently under trial. Telangana Public Service Commission 2023 leaked over 25,000 question papers were leaked which affected 25,000 candidates, 0 convictions, CBI probe ongoing. 2024, after the government was voted to power, NEET UG, UGC NET, Patna leak took place. Education minister told the parliament there was no evidence of any leak in the last 7 years. So zero convictions has been taken place in the last 2 years. In the UGC NET, exam was cancelled a day after a day after the nationwide protests were held. CBI closure report found no evidence of leak. So let me give you another table. Sir, in the last 12 years, at least 17 exam-related fraud investigation, including NEET, UG 2024, UGC NEET, SSC CGL, JEE Main, WBSSC, HP Police, these are all being probed by CBI, but there has been zero conviction in the last 12 years. Enforcement Directorate, at least 11 PMLA proceedings attaching crores in alleged proceeds. There has been zero conviction in the last 12 years. Sir, the BJP government should remember, every generation eventually writes its own report card. And the report card this generation is preparing for the current incumbent and the NDA government will have only one word on the top of the report card, which will say failed. Failed to protect the examination, failed to protect merit, failed to protect trust, failed to protect one's dignity and honor. So the government now say, we have increased punishment. Wonderful. But punishment for whom? For criminals? Good. For organized syndicates? Good. But where is the punishment for administrative negligence, sir? Where is accountability of examination authorities? Where is the accountability of ministries? Where is accountability of the officials? Where is the accountability of vendors who failed lakhs of students? The bill is almost completely silent on this very pertinent question, sir. This is the government's model: privatize responsibility, nationalize credit, and socialize failure. Chairman, sir, the government has informed Parliament that it doesn't maintain any data on paper leaks. Imagine, it says it doesn't maintain any data on paper leaks. The government knows how many toilets it has built. They know how many bank accounts exist. They can conveniently use Pegasus to spy on opposition members, to keep a track of their phones and messages. How many digital transactions happens every second, but it does not know how many examination papers were leaked. And now let us examine the performance, sir. The fact that we are debating this amendment and discussing this amendment today, 2 years after the main bill was brought in the House, is a testament to the fact that the bill was a complete failure, and every 2 years or 1 year, government needs a new amendment. So today, 2 years later, this government itself is bringing amendment because they also realize that the problem persists. If implementation fails, how does increasing the sentence solve the problem? A weaker investigation doesn't become strong because punishment becomes harsher. So young generation today, especially the young India, is smarter than the BJP thinks. Generation Z or the millennials do not believe in every slogan. They ask for receipt, they ask for outcomes, they ask for accountability. So they ask, if you promise secure examinations in 2024, why are we debating another emergency amendment in 2026? That is the question the government cannot answer. Young Indians today don't fear competition, they fear corruption. They don't fear merit, they fear manipulation. They don't fear examinations, they fear the system. And when young people stop trusting the system, democracy itself becomes weaker. So students are not asking for sympathy, they're asking for certainty. They're asking for one simple guarantee. If I study honestly for 2 years, let not somebody buy my future overnight. Is that too much to ask for, sir? The BJP constantly tell the young Indians, be patriotic. Let me say this today. The highest form of patriotism is protecting merit. When you ask someone to be patriotic, the highest form of patriotism is to protect the merit. The highest form of nationalism is ensuring that a daughter of a farmer or a son of a daily wage earner gets on equal terms with a son of a crony capitalist or a crony billionaire friend. That is nationalism, that is patriotism. Today, we support this bill, because this amendment, because students deserve every possible protection. But we refuse to allow this government to convert legislation into a certificate of innocence. This bill cannot wash away 12 years of incompetence and failure. It cannot erase cancelled examinations. It cannot erase broken dreams. It cannot erase the humiliation faced by lakhs of young Indians. And it certainly cannot erase the images of students who came seeking justice and were met with barricades and pellet guns instead of love and compassion. Governments are not remembered by the speeches they made, the speeches they make. They are remembered by the generation they leave behind. The government promised Amrit Kal. Instead, millions of students today has experienced anxiety Kal. They promised opportunity, but the students received uncertainty. They promised merit, but they delivered manipulation. They promised confidence, but what the students inherited is fear. Young India will remember who stood with them today. Young India will also remember who questioned them. And young India will remember who tries to suppress their voice instead of protecting their dreams. Supporting this bill doesn't absolve the government, but until this government understands that accountability begins at the top, not at the bottom, the future of India's students will remain vulnerable. And finally, sir, let me expose the biggest contradiction of this government. अभी 2 दिन पहले इंस्टाग्राम में प्रधानमंत्री जी का वीडियो आया, वहां पे उन्होंने फास्ट ट्रैक कोर्ट की चर्चा की. Sir, the government proudly inaugurated the very first hearing of the so-called fast track court in the NEET paper leak case. They have been telling the country that this amendment will ensure speedy justice through special courts and time-bound trials. But what happened on day one? Kal ki baat hai, sir. The special judge had to adjourn the hearing because no one appeared on behalf of CBI till 10:45 a.m. in the morning to oppose the bail application of the accused. This is the truth of BJP government, sir. Sir, on television, they promise fast-track justice. Inside the courtroom, they cannot even ensure the presence of their own lawyer. If the prosecution itself doesn't show up on the very first day, what confidence should India's students have in this government's promise of speedy justice, sir? Is the question I would like to ask the Treasury benches. Sir, this is exactly our objection to this bill. The problem is not merely the law. The problem is the government's capacity and government's intention to implement it. You can create 10 fast-track courts. But if the investigating agency is absent, if the prosecution is unprepared, if the accountability is missing, then justice continues to be delayed. I'm finishing just 20 more seconds. The youth of India are not asking for bigger headlines. They are asking for better governance, sir. They are not asking for another amendment. They are asking for government that takes their future seriously.
Okay.
A government that cannot ensure the presence of its own lawyer in the very first hearing of the country's biggest examination scam has no moral authority to lecture India's students about discipline and accountability. Accountability must begin with the government itself. The dreams of India's youth cannot be built on fear. They can only be built on fairness, transparency and trust. अन्याय की नींव पर भविष्य का निर्माण नहीं हो सकता है, sir.
Thank you.
This will be my appeal
Please
to the
conclude.
government. Thank you.
Thank you. Honorable Member, Sri Dayanidhi Maranj.
So, vanakkam sir, Varga Tamil. At this moment, I'd like to start my discussion saying that enough is enough, ban NEET, abolish NEET. Sir, till now in India, 107 people, students, children have committed suicide because of the competitive exams. Out of the 107, 93 students are specifically related to NEET examinations. Sir, in 2026 alone, this year, nearly 14 students have committed suicide because of NEET. So in Tamil Nadu, till date, 26 young children have committed suicide because they are not able to handle the peer pressure. And all of them are a varied segment, not only from the villages, but also from the cities. Sir, I thought the speaker will be there. The constituency which the speaker represents, Kota, 40 students have committed suicide till date, sir. And they are not only from Rajasthan, but they are all from the other places which are coming to the coaching centers to get trained to compete in competitive exam. And the BJP government there came with a fantastic idea of preventing the suicides that are taking place there. You know how they did it, sir? Because the students were hanging in the fans. So they said, let's remove the rods and put a spring instead of the rods. So the student tries to hang, they will not kill themselves, the fan will come down. Sir, the same thing is this law. The bill which they are bringing today. You are not addressing the core issue.
Yes.
The core issue is NEET. NEET is not necessary. NEET is not uniformity. NEET is against the students, the first-time students who are coming from the first-generation students who want to become doctors. Sir, you have not thought about it. We do not have a uniform educational system in our country. What is system followed in Tamil Nadu is not being followed in Kolkata or West Bengal or in Nagaland. Each one is still studying in our native languages. In our language, sir, people who are studied in Tamil medium schools have gone sky high. Sir, we are all talking so proudly of Mr. Abdul Kalam. Where did he study? He studied in a Tamil medium school and he is now rose to be the Dr. Missile Man. Dr. Mailsami Annadurai, the head of the ISRO, who launched the mission to Mars. Sir, he studied in a Tamil medium school. Sir, let me say, sir, DMK and Tamil Nadu were the first to voice their opposition in NEET. We said it's not for misadministration, but because the fundamental design itself, where a single high-stake national test determines access to medical education for every aspirant. Sir, this debate is for poor students who dream that they can become doctors, who dream they can achieve what their parents, who are ordinary farmers, laborers, daily wages, cannot achieve. Sir, in Tamil Nadu, DMK has opposed it from the very beginning. We opposed it when it was proposed. We opposed it when it was imposed. We opposed it when the students lost their seats. We opposed it when students lost hope. We opposed it when students lost their life. We want the house that NEET would become a coaching center examination rather than an aptitude test. Unfortunately, sir, our warnings were never heard. Sir, as early as DMK, as February 2016, our late leader, Tirumutamazhigar Kalaignar, protested against any form of technical education entrance exam. He reasoned how it creates an unfair playing field where some section of students were predisposed to success and majority would fail. In 2016, the DMK voted against NEET in the Sabha. In 2017, over 9 instances where the DMK fought tooth and nail against NEET. A resolution was introduced in the DMK General Body meeting seeking exemption for Tamil Nadu for NEET, and we protested outside the union government's offices in Tamil Nadu. MPs from Tamil Nadu met the Honorable Prime Minister Modi on February 17, 2017, explaining him why we don't want NEET and why we are against it. After students were affected by NEET, our leader in July 2017 launched a statewide human chain protest against NEET. In September 17-year-old Anita from Ariyar Road took her own life. She is from a Dalit girl, a first generation student who was a topper in her class. And all our teachers and our parents, everyone used to appreciate, tap and say, you will become a doctor. You are such a good student. NEET was introduced. That time, then Finance Minister, Mrs. Nirmala Sitharaman said, NEET will not come for Tamil Nadu. But NEET came. She could not go ahead because she never went to a coaching center. She never had the financial strength to get trained as because she was from a small village, a Dalit girl, who was the topper in our school. Failed miserably. She could not take the depression because she thought she failed her entire society. She took her own life. Sir, we salute her sacrifice because Shahzad has given us the urge to fight against it all along. Sir, DMK has been organizing state-level conferences to abolish and ban NEET. Sir, in 2018, we moved not just our own assembly, but our leader wrote to all, our leader, through MK Stalin, wrote to all CMs to resist NEET. In 2019, in this house, all MPs, we protested against NEET. In 2020, our leader, through MK Stalin, wrote to the Prime Minister, warning him about the dangers of NEET. He again held an all-party meeting and urged the entire political conscience of Tamil Nadu to unite against it. In 2020, sir, we approached the courts seeking relief from entrance exam. Our youth wing secretary and former deputy chief minister of Tamil Nadu, Udayanidhi Stalin, launched a statewide protest against NEET, rallying the youth. In 2021, our leader, MK Stalin, formed the A.K. Rajan committee to study the effects of NEET on the students of Tamil Nadu. We passed a unanimous resolution to ban NEET in Tamil Nadu, but the then governor, your governor, refused to give passage to the bill. We MPs demanded action and protested once again in Parliament. Once again, our leader united all parties across Tamil Nadu in this fight against NEET. In 2022, our leader urged the Prime Minister again against NEET. But it all fell on deaf ears, and to an annual, nothing happened. Sir, our leader, MK Stalin, is urging the Prime Minister to abolish NEET because we feel that it is against the poor people. Because it is encouraging not people to study till 12th. Because it is saying that whatever marks you get in your 12th is not good enough. You have to now go to a coaching center where they have to spend 5 to 10 lakhs a year and study for it. Sir, we had a campaign in Tamil Nadu and we secured 85 lakh signatures in our campaign against it and sent it to the President of India. Sir, in 2024, the A.K. Rajan committee was translated in 9 languages and distributed to throughout the country. Sir, but can I ask you, sir, it's going to be a decade since NEET has been introduced. Sir, has the quality of doctors improved because of NEET? Has infant mortality suddenly fallen because of NEET? Sir, has doctor-patient care improved because of NEET? Has rural health care improved because of NEET? Has India's doctor shortage disappeared because of NEET? Sir, if the answer is no to all of this, then why do we need NEET? Sir, as I said earlier, from the state where our Prime Minister comes, in Gujarat, a young girl skipped 11th and 12th, straight went for the coaching sector because she thought that was not necessary. The fundamental of education system was taken differently. She scored 720 centum in the NEET exam. But unfortunately, the young girl could not clear. She failed not once, but several times in her 12th public exam. Because the system itself is not correct. Sir, if you have seen the televisions, the way the young children who are 16 or 17 years old are being harassed before they enter the entrance exam. Literally, they are stripped and searched. By chance, they wear any metal object, it is taken off. If they have a metal button, it is cut off. Sir, and girl children, it's worse. The inner garments have to be removed. Sir, is this how you want to run an examination, sir? Is this what you want? Sir, this has not brought anything to us. Do you really mean to say the students who studied before the NEET have not done well? The Prime Minister, the President, or the Vice President, you, me, are all getting treated by those doctors who never did NEET. They are the best doctors in the world. They are the best doctors in India. Why do you want to bring NEET? Because we want the American system, because the advisors who are advising the government are dropouts from the American society, or who have come back and now become the club who are going to decide our policy, who want to change the 3-year undergraduate system to 4 years, and you want to bring universal exams. Sir, we can't. It is not possible. We are a different society. We want our villages, students, children of villages to come up. Everyone can't afford a coaching center, sir. Everyone will not be able to do that. If that is possible, sir, that the government is going against it. Sir, in fact, let me tell you a statistics. 22 lakh students appear every year for the NEET examination. Out of that, 12 lakh students pass. You know how many medical seats are there, sir, UG seats? 1,39,000 seats are there. What happens to the remaining students? Imagine the trauma they go through. And entirely you are saying that only if you do CBSE you are okay. If you study the state board, you cannot be okay. Why are you discriminating? Why are you discriminating? Sir, let's look at the other way around. Look, sir, how many new medical colleges has the union government built? So we are still waiting for Madurai AIMS in Tamil Nadu to get operational, to be constructed. Sir, you should either increase. When there's so much of demand for medical education, we are requesting. You should have done that. You didn't do that. Sir, look at that irony. In PG, the private colleges have so many seats, but no takers because of the PG need. So what does the government do? Shame. They reduce the eligibility criteria to 0%. If you get 0%, you can get qualified and get yourself admitted to PG NEET. Still no takers, still no people qualified. So the government comes with an excellent idea. Why 0%? We'll go to -10. So -10 is a percentile is now enough for a student to go for a PG NEET. Sir, what are we achieving here, sir? And over, we are trying to make sure that NEET is a killer. Sir, 5 ministers have changed till date, the last 12 years, starting from Tirumati Smriti Irani, through Prakash Javadekar, to Ramesh Pokhriyal, to Dharmendra Pradhan, and of course now our good minister, through Prahlad Joshi, has taken over. All of them are inheriting some kind of leaks in every year. In 2015, the All India pre-medical test paper leaked 4 Supreme Court intervention. In 2018, CBSE question papers were leaked. In 2020, students across the country demanded postponement of NEET due to the COVID-19 pandemic. In 2024, NEET UG was compromised by paper leak which led into a CBI investigation, and the result is that there's no proof of any leak. Sir, history is now repeating itself in 2016. Sir, for the first time when the NEET was introduced, the examination itself had to be cancelled and conducted again because of the leaked guest paper. Reportedly, the leaked guest paper, 120 questions matched out of the 180 questions. Sir,
Shame.
The irony of all this, sir, our finance minister, Mrs. Nirmala Sitharaman, quotes, which has been doing in all the YouTubes. Students came and met me. They said, we are quite happy the papers got leaked. We got an opportunity to study, to get more time, to study more. I said, we scored better. Sir, a union finance minister of your government, is this what are you supporting the leak of news exam question papers, sir? Sir, this is something which I really say, sir, it only puts us in a poor light. And once again, makes us feel saying that enough is enough. if you are not able to, NEET is not necessary. Do not go for one India, one nation. Do not go for one India, one examination. Sir, we are all different. First, understand that. Unity in diversity. Please understand that. We are Indians. We want to be part of India, but not the way you want us. Sir, our strength comes in our diversity. So India is made of so many several states. Indians speak so many languages. I'm proud of my mother tongue. I'm sure you're proud of your mother tongue. No one wants our mother tongue to be destroyed. But, sir, I should thank that, sir, the Union Minister for introducing the bill for only one reason. Don't mistake me. It is not in Hindi this time, or Sanskrit this time. It is continuation of English. Otherwise, you would have tried to push it in Sanskrit or English, Hindi. You know, the aftermath clash which will come in the streets has forced you to make sure that you follow the system, to follow the constitution, and bring it in English, sir.
Next agitation is for the language.
Tamil, sir. Sir, make it in all languages, sir. Make it in all languages, 21 official languages. We are for all the languages. I'm not for only Tamil. I'm for Malayalam. I'm for Kannada. I'm for Telugu. I'm also for, sir, sir, Marathi. Bengali also, sir.
Next movement
Sir,
is for language.
again, sir, education is not
Next movement
under
is for
your...
language. Next movement is for language.
Sir,
Yes,
sir,
students are ready.
education is not... Sir, thank you, sir. I'll finish. Sir, education is not only on the union list. Education is the state list. Sir, when it's a concurrent list. Sir, you need the states when states are opposing. When DMK and the people of Tamil Nadu are saying we don't want NEET, why are you not listening to us?
Yes.
Why is that adamancy? Because you brought something? Sir, we are not outside the country. We are Indians. We are not anti-Indians. We are anti-nationals. We feel that, sir, you are making a mistake. This is against our young citizens. This is against our children. So we see our children. We see our children from Tamil Nadu, from West Bengal, from Maharashtra, from Madhya Pradesh, from Uttar Pradesh. Sir, you should have seen the sites. Sir, let me take 2 minutes. Sir. I'll just take. Sir, let's look at what is happening, sir. We are not talking about the large-scale malpractices. So I'm the only speaker, sir. I'm the only speaker. Sir,
Only speaker.
I'm the only speaker, sir. Oh,
Only
thank you.
speaker.
Sir,
You have time.
let's look at, thank you, sir. Sir, let's look at the other side, what is happening, sir. Sir, I'm not trying to go against any particular state. When these exams take place in our southern states, sir, it's more stricter. Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, more stricter. It's vigilant. And even if a student comes a minute late, they are not allowed to enter the examination center. Sir, the same thing happens in Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan, or other places, sir. Sir, very accommodative, sir. I should appreciate the state governments because they ensure that parents come along with the textbooks and ensure the students can copy without any disturbance. So that this is what's been happening. Sir, this is a proof which has come in all the leading newspapers and television channels showing how kind of malpractice are taking place in it. Why? Why is this happening? Sir, we need a strong India. If a strong India is not only with us, the strong India is with the next generation. The next generation are feeling it. So today I'm happy the next generation, the younger generation, you call it whatever Z you want. Sir, they have made us sit here and discuss about NEET, which you thought what can be pushed under the carpet. Sir, what did you do, sir? Sir, DMK MPs, 5 of our MPs, we went to RML hospital to meet the students who are affected, who are in the ICU, and also the parents. Sir, we are allowed permission. The member of parliament, and RML Lodhia hospital is a government hospital. So, we went to meet the medical superintendent, Dr. Professor Vivek Devan. So he said, sorry, I can't answer you anything. If you want to go, get the answers from the health minister.
Shame!
So we said, can I quote you on this? He said, I don't like your tone. I said, can I quote you
like
that?
the tone.
Tone. So I'm a member of parliament. I go to the medical superintendent said, we would like to know what is, how are the students. No, you can't meet them. Anything, go to the health minister.
Don't like the tone.
And we said, can I quote you on that? I don't like your tone. This is how we are being. This is how government officials.
Shame, shame, shame.
Sir, another shameful incident also happened. I don't know how many of you have noticed, probably who were active in the WhatsApp. The first victim was my good friend, Mr. Supriya Sule. From our WhatsApp group, she could not use WhatsApp for 3 days. The reason is that because when the agitation was going on by the young students outside, so there's a limit come by WhatsApp, a number of forwards a person can do. I thought it was okay, I was happy. I was only happening to Mrs. Supriya Sule. And I always have a practice of broadcasting whatever my speech or questions to my broadcast group. So it got banned. He said, you have crossed your limit. Go to a business account. I said, okay, let me go to the business WhatsApp account and see whether I can. No, even if you pay, only 88 is allowed. Sir, today, by mistake, a Facebook post by a Prime Minister was removed. The government has called the Meta chief to come and explain. Sir, who's going to come and explain to us that our rights? Forget, sir, if this is happening to members of parliament, sir, we are being restricted by the IT department in various forms, sir. I would like to know what would have happened to the students, sir. Meta glasses were used by the police to record the students. Immediately their identity were traced. The next day, the same night, police went to their houses. Sir, is this how we treat our young population? Sir, I would like to ask BJP. Sir, BJP grew because of agitation. The maximum agitation done in the country is by the BJP. You believe in agitation. Then why are you against the agitation of the poor young students who are coming out to express a feeling in a non-violent method? Because, non-violence is equal to Gandhiji. So because non-violence represents Gandhiji, you don't like the students? Sir, the futures, the younger generation want to express a view. Listen to them. Again, by passing such strict bills is not going to do. The core of the issue is still there. NEET is not good. NEET is not good. NEET is not, sir. If Congress made a mistake by bringing NEET, who is forcing you to follow it? For every time you say Congress did it, we are undoing it. Yes, sir, I accept, sir, Congress did it. Please undo it. Please undo it. Do not force NEET on our young children. Thank you, sir. Let's ban NEET.
Thank you. Honorable Member Sri Lavu Sri Krishna ji.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thanks for allowing me to speak on a very important amendment bill. Sir, everyone in this house at some point of time would have taken an entrance examination. If they haven't taken the entrance examination, at least they must have prepared their children to take up the entrance examination at some point of time. So coming to me, I also have taken it, but I have a different perspective, different bird's eye view on this whole entrance examination coaching system. My father was a teacher, so I could see thousands of students coming all the way to get tutored by him. Faraway places, almost 800, 900 kilometers, they used to come. The students used to come and sit with him and study and prepare for these entrance examinations. So when they were preparing, I could see the number of hours they used to study, the number of hours they used to put, number of times they used to burn the midnight oil. Almost 16 to 17 hours they used to spend every day on preparing for this entrance examination, sir. And also, I used to observe the parents. Parents, they used to bring those kids to study and prepare for this. And for the fees that they're supposed to pay, they used to borrow, they used to sell, but they wanted to make sure that that the children get the best possible education available. The reason being, sir, the parent always believed, and the student also always believed, that only through education that their family situation can change. That is with that belief that they have invested so much into the children's education, sir. And on top of that, if you have seen in most of the entrance examinations and NEET also, if you have seen, They prepare for years together to appear for this one exam that happens once a year. On top of that, even if they're sick or for any other reasons, if someone else died in the family also, still they cannot get away from that. They have to come and only attend the exam only on that day. And they can't be late even for 1 minute also. They have to be on time or before time to appear for this exam. When they do all this for years, it's not for months they prepare for almost 5-6 years for this exam. When they do all this and come and appear for this exam and write this exam, and within 2 days or 3 days time, they come to know that paper have leaked and again have to repeat the whole exercise. Imagine, I can totally empathize with the students and their frustration, what they're exhibiting. Not only me, everyone here will empathize with what students are going through, and we don't want that to happen. And government, I have to appreciate the government for actually coming out and putting the head down and making sure that changes happen. Sir, once the paper has leaked, what the government has done? The government has made sure those 15 people who are involved in that are arrested. The government has come forward and conducted the re-examination. The government has come forward and given the results in a record time also. This is what the government has done with regards to the NEET exam. Not only that, sir, they overhauled the NTA, National Testing Agency. Also, they have changed the Secretary of the Education. And also, the government didn't stop there. Prime Minister Narendra Modi didn't stop there. He wanted to go further. He understands what is that the system needs to be fixed. So he has appointed a high-level committee under Nandan Nilekani to make sure that NEET can happen in a much more systematic manner. And on top of that, this is the bill that government has brought in, sir. So there are only few things that students have asked, but government has understood the core of this problem and made most of these changes and brought this bill also here, sir. About this bill, Bhanushri Swaraj has explained very thoroughly about it, so I don't want to go further into that. But everyone, even I saw TMC members also supporting this bill, and everyone in this house will support this bill. This will actually speeden up the process, not only speeden up the process, but also the penalties has been increased, and also the special court provision has been provided for the state governments to institute. So these all provisions has been incorporated in the bill. But one suggestion or two suggestions I have for the two different ministries is I have been in the committees. I was in the committee from 2019 to 24 in the education committee, and from 24 to now, I'm in the finance committee. In the education committee, when I was there was a Nirbhaya issues that was discussed in that committee. So when I listened to those issues, they also have the fast track courts. But the problem that they have is that the problem that they have is the speed at which that they are being dealt with. There's still a lag. Of course, there's much better than the normal courts, but still there is a lag that is happening in this fast track court. So I think the law ministry can look into it. Second is with regards to the we've been in the finance committee also, and various tribunals also mentioned that. So in the second issue is with regards to the Honorable Home Minister. Sir, I request under him is where forensic sciences is there, and even now, if you look at it across the states, if you look at it in various states, 40% of the forensic positions are still lying vacant, sir. 40% of the forensic positions are, because we can have courts, we can have the punishments, but unless you have the forensic people on ground to collect the evidence and bring them to justice, nothing can happen. So I request Honorable Home Minister to look at it in a very serious manner, sir. Sir, I didn't want to bring this up, but I'm forced to bring this up because of what's happening.
Minister
today.
is sitting here, he's taking your seriously.
Not that, sir. What I'm about to bring it.
He's taking your...
What I'm about to bring it, I didn't want to bring it, but I'm forced to bring it because what's happening outside, at least in the state of Andhra Pradesh, I have to put it here. There's an exam, DSC examination that has happened, sir, in Andhra Pradesh. It has happened in 2018, and then it has happened only after 2024. When it happened in 2018, those papers were corrected in 2022. Those papers were not corrected in a proper manner. Because of that, the High Court has defuncted that exam. But in 2024, after the NDA government has formed, our Education Minister conducted this DSC examination.
Honorable Minister, Labu is giving very concrete suggestions.
I think he's a...
That's
So-
why this I'm drawing your attention only because of you. So, please, you go ahead. You go ahead.
Sir, there's a DSA exam. Sir,
I will give you sufficient.
so there is a DSA exam that happened in 2018, for which the papers are corrected in 2022 in Andhra Pradesh, sir. And those papers were not corrected in a proper manner, and the High Court has struck it down and put it aside. And after 2024, when NDA formed the government, again, under the leadership of Education Minister of Andhra Pradesh, Nara Lokesh, he has made sure that DSA exam is again conducted in a bigger fashion. The main reason being, we want to recruit as many teachers as possible. We want to make sure that teachers are there in every corner of the of Andhra Pradesh. That was the reason why we have done it, sir. And lots of students have appeared. It's done in very transparent manner. It's done in very transparent manner. Almost 16,347 youth who has prepared for so many years has been selected and has been allocated positions across Andhra Pradesh as teachers, sir. But what in our Andhra Pradesh right now, our opposition party, which is there in Andhra Pradesh, YSR Congress party, is doing is trying to create these rumors, try to create this fake narrative, to create confusion among the students or the teachers who have been selected. Sir, I request, as you brought this bill, I request to make, at least in the next iteration, to bring an amendment to this bill, wherein not just when the paper is leaked, you take permission, but when this sort of rumor mongering is also being done, there needs to be some sort of a punishment that needs to be initiated, sir. So I request the ministry to look into it, at least in the next iteration of the bill, sir. Sir, when we're talking about this whole coaching and we're talking about the entrance examination, I don't want to just limit myself to only this NEET and everything, sir. There's a process to this whole thing. There is a coaching system that happens. There is a pre-NEET that happens. There's a post-NEET that happens. When you look at the coaching system, as I told you earlier, these days, earlier they used to only prepare for 2 or 3 months to write these entrance examinations. Either in Andhra and Telangana, we used to have MCET examination, they used to prepare 2 or 3 months. But with NEET, they start preparing when they're in the 7th standard, 8th standard. So it goes on for 5 to 6 years. Sir, when you look at these coaching institutes, right now, their whole market is around 56,000 crores, sir. And in the next 6 to 7 years, it is going to almost 1 lakh crores. This is and Suresh Gopiji is here. There's one company from Kerala also.
Kindly address to the
if you
chair.
remember. Byju's, if you remember.
Labu.
Yeah, how much it has created.
Sri
How much
Krishna.
noise it has created. What it has preyed on. It has preyed on the aspirations of the people. It has preyed on the dreams of the students, sir. So what I request is, education is in this country, education is a not-for-profit. I request the government to bring in a reform, at least for the coaching centers, sir, bringing in a national coaching regulation framework, so that we make this education as a not-profit, keep it not-profit, and eligible for every student across the country, sir. I request the government to look at it very seriously, sir. The second reform I suggest in a whole, sir, with regards to the pre-NEET reforms. Pre-examination. Right now what is happening is, this NTA is the one which conducts the exam, but it outsources the exam to either TCS or any other agency, sir. There are a number of, it need not be done, because there are almost 1,900 schools, either JNVs or KVs, that are available in this country. Those can actually do this exam. All it needs is that computer infrastructure. It's already there. All it needs is a better broadband, better computer infrastructure. Definitely this can be done. For every exam, each student for NTA is paying for each student almost 1,000 rupees. There's not just NEET, JEE it does, UGC NET it does. It's various examinations it does across the year. So I request the government to, as it is looking holistically, it's not just doing 1 or 2 changes. Make this change, make these exams happen in these JNVs and KVs, sir. And second request and second reform I'm asking from you is, sir, to establish decentralized question setting panels and also a national question bank, sir. As Dhanindra Maran ji has said, he has just touched upon that, but he has not gone deep into that when he spoke about the state syllabus and everything. Sir, 80% of the students who appear for these entrance examinations are state syllabus students. So for them, only if the questions coming from the central syllabus, and the question paper is set by the teachers from the central syllabus, it's not a fair manner in which it is the question paper is being set. You can get the questions from the state syllabus teachers also, create a national question bank, and keep it going that way, so that they are also given a fair chance, sir. And the third suggestion with regards to, you want to ban everything in Tamil Nadu. That is the reason why we are getting all the industry from Tamil Nadu to Andhra Pradesh. Keep doing that. Thank you. And third pre-NEET reform, sir, with regards to right now, this whole exam is about one exam. I told you earlier, there's one exam that happens once a year. You're sick, if someone dies in your house also, you have to go and appear for that exam. It need not be that way. You can change the whole pattern. You can change it. You can incorporate some percentage of it, can be given to 10th class or plus 2. So you can have that percentage incorporated in that. And second, if you can give some percentage for the aptitude test, which can happen year round. And third is, you can have some percentage attributed to the subjects that as per NEET or JEE you can conduct, which doesn't have to happen once a year, it can happen multiple times a year, like how SAT, in US SAT does the same test, but
kindly
it happens not just once, it happens multiple times. So I request to overhaul this exam in such a way that it doesn't happen once a year, sir, it happens multiple times a year, sir. Sir, coming to the post-NEET reforms, I hope you have given suggestions, boss. Instead, you're only talking about politics. Always talking about politics. At least listen to something. Please listen.
Give some positive suggestions. He's giving good suggestions.
I'm not saying tu me. At least. Sir, coming to the post.
Kindly address to the chair.
Sir, coming to the post-NEET reform, sir. Post-NEET reforms, again, Dayadi Mother has touched on this, sir. Sir, there is a need for for introducing the statutory counselling calendar, sir. Right now, we have seen the amount of days it takes once someone writes a UG exam, and 1 minute, sir. So once someone writes a NEET UG, sir, in 2021, the day the result came out, by the time the counselling came about, it took almost 79 days, sir. Yes, it has come down in the last 2 years, sir, but it needs to be speeded up, sir. Again, with the NEET PG also. For example, in NEET PG in 2022, from the day result came, by the time the counselling has actually happened, it took almost 106 days, sir. And in 2023, it took 135 days. I don't know why. When we have such a huge mechanism, I don't know why it's taking so much time. When student has prepared himself, written the exam, result has come out,